Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. Today I have an enormous Cherryz haul. This is one of two big boxes. So I'm going to go through those, I'm going to unbox them, show you everything that I picked up. Today's video is sponsored by Cherryz. Before we get started, I just want to tell you, because I've recorded so much of this kind of stuff recently and a lot of you have been on the journey with me. I'm feeling so good today. I feel great. I have not been feeling great in a really long time, and today is a really good day. So I just want to put it out there. I want to see if I can help you absorb some of that through whatever device you are watching this on, because it's a good day. Anyway, let's get on with it. I've got a lot of stuff. It's a real mixed bag. Obviously, some of this stuff is like very New Year specific. You want to get a big deep cleaning after taking down the Christmas decorations. Some of it's a bit organisy. It's going to be a mix. The only thing, because usually when I do these Cherryz videos, the only thing that someone has gotten into this time is these, and that someone is me. They are so delicious. Nature Valley crunchy maple syrup cereal bars. I don't like cereal bars. These are so nice. Tends to be granola bars are like honey or chocolate chip, that kind of thing. These are the only ones that I like, and I hardly ever see them in the shop. I'm sure you can get them, but now I'm definitely going to put them in my Cherryz order. I did do a Cherryz order in December, which I included in a vlog. I tend to do kind of smaller stuff, you know, like toilet paper, washing up liquid, and then from time to time I'll do a big haul like this that I share with you, but I do regular Cherryz hauls myself as well. If you've never shopped on the Cherryz app before, it is the most colourful shopping experience you'll ever have. Loads of fun. And if you've never used Cherryz before, you can use the code MV25 for 25% off your first order and free shipping. And if you have used Cherryz before, you can use the code MV3 for free shipping on your next order. Getting into the box, I bought these drawer dividers. These are actually for Ella, my daughter. She wanted some drawer organisers for her makeup, but she didn't want like plasticky ones. She wanted more fabric ones, and I struggled to find them in the right dimensions because they're usually quite large, more for clothes. These are perfect, I think. These would be perfect for that kind of thing. So that's going to be ideal. I'll let her make the other one. They're actually really easy to put together. They've got kind of like little slots. And then you could make one like a larger. I think that's going to be perfect. I got everything out and put it in front of me because it's just easier to do that than pulling things out of boxes. So I did, as usual, I got like the regular restocks. I got the bold, because it's 54 washers, and this was 92, so it just means I don't have to think about it for a while. Dishwasher, washing tablets, all that stuff. Stuff that's not like super exciting to buy. It's nice to have in my Cherryz basket. I also got a restock on a load of cleaning products. I got this bathroom cleaner from Astonish. I got, oh, this white vinegar spray. We use this all the time. When I first bought it, I thought I was going to use it mostly for windows, because if I buy glass cleaner, my husband and my daughter use it as just like a regular cleaner for the surfaces, and it drives me insane because if I ever need glass cleaner, I don't have it. So I bought the white vinegar one thinking, well, they're not just going to spray that on the sides because it smells of vinegar. It's a really strong fragrance. That worked pretty well, but also, incredibly, over Christmas, I was looking for something to get like the dog smell out of blankets, because our dog is like all upon everything, and it doesn't matter how many times you wash them, you just can't get rid of that like smell. For me, I'm very sensitive to it. And I was looking at different solutions online, and lots of people said white vinegar. Absolutely incredible. Absolutely incredible. Definitely 100% works. It also is a really good stain remover. This is one of those things that I can't be without now I've had it. I got the Daily Shower Shine from Astonish, which basically is exactly the same thing, like a glass cleaner but for showers. And another fabric softener, still trying to figure out what the fabric softener was that I purchased that was absolutely amazing. Someone did recommend that I go back and have a look at my previous orders. This isn't it. It smells nice. I like that. It's very fresh. This is, what is this one called? Fresh Sky. But it's not that. It's still not that. And I did go back. You can go back and look through your previous orders, which is useful. But the problem is I've always bought a couple at a time, so I just can't quite pinpoint. It's just going to be a forever hunt for the most amazing fabric softener of all. It's not even like I particularly like to put fabric softener on my clothes. It's just the scent in the house when you're drying them on the landing. That's what I like. Again, some restocks of like foil, cling film, baking sheets. This is not called baking sheets, is it? baking parchment. What do you got? Greaseproof paper. Greaseproof paper. I made an absolute ton of cookies. If you have ever made the cookies, they're on my website, michaela.com. The ultimate cookies. I make them, I freeze them as and when I just get them out, and I can make a couple at a time. Have to have greaseproof paper in at all times so that I can make the freezer cookies. Essential. I did get a couple more snacks, but not very many this time. I got some Ritz crackers, and these are for Ellen, and then some Viennese melts. These are Lee's favourite cookies. Although he's found some recently. I want to say they're called Lu, L-U, that he seems to quite enjoy. I'm not like a mega sweet treat person, but he can eat a lot of cookies at once. Speaking of eating a lot of cookies at once, I also bought some ankle and wrist weights. So last year, I know this is a bit of a like 80s mum thing, but last year I got really into walking. I was just making a list earlier today of like what I want to do this year, what I liked last year, what went well, what went badly, what do I want to do more of, because I'm doing New Year in February, and I wanted to kind of reflect a little bit more before I decide on like resolutions or goals for the year. And one of the things was massively walking. Like, I have to just start is the problem. This year I've not really had the like drive to go on that first walk. But once I start, I'll remember how much I loved it. It's just that start. I know some of you will understand. But when I was doing it last year, I remember thinking, I'm going to get some ankle weights. And I bought some ankle weights. I'm quite certain my family will be mortified, but that's just another reason to get them. Batteries, and I'll tell you why, because I've actually got some fairy lights that I've bought specifically to put in one of the plants in the living room because I'm missing the Christmas glow. I miss it. I was really tempted to leave up the Christmas tree till February, truthfully. I've also been using like a hot cloth cleanser again for the first time in a very long time. Been using other stuff like micellar waters and gels and stuff like that. And since I've been using hot cloth, like creamy cleansers again, I have been more into like flannels. So I bought a couple more packs of flannels from Cherryz. They're so soft. These are really, really soft. They're like a thinner flannel, which works for what I want it for because it's kind of a little bit scrubbier, but really, really soft. Really nice. And not for my face, but for my counters, etc. I bought some microfiber cloths. I actually bought this specifically, or these specifically to use with this wood silk. This makes me feel like a grown-up. I inherited, kind of. I was given some furniture from my grandma's house. My grandma is in a nursing home now, and I was asked what I wanted from her house, and one of the things that I wanted was an old sideboard from the front room, and that is probably the nicest piece of furniture that we've got in our house now, and so I wanted to get some wood polish so that it's not being used, you know, the same as all of our IKEA stuff. I actually want to treat that a little bit nicely. So I'm going to keep these separately within the sideboard so that nobody steals these things and uses them up on other things. Anybody else? Drives me crazy. Like, I'll buy these things, I'll buy like specific cleaners for specific things, and then when I go to use them, they're not there because they've been used on other things. So these will be kept in the drawer of the sideboard, and I will lovingly polish the one nice item of furniture in our house. I got a couple more bags of Epsom salts, which I always enjoy. I can't tell you for sure they do anything for my back anymore. I used to think that the Radox was like actual magic, and I don't know whether or not it just stopped working for me because I used it so often, or if I was just kidding myself that it worked in the first place. I don't find that it does much in terms of like relaxing my muscles. However, I do think Epsom salts are pretty good for your skin, and I get really dry, itchy skin, so that is the reason that I use it. I mean, I'd like to think that it's also helping with like relaxing my muscles because I do have a fair amount of pain in that area, but you know, let's be realistic. And at least if I'm using it for something that I do think it is really helping with, then that could be a fringe benefit. Something that I have needed for ages but keep forgetting to buy is a new foot file. This is another great reason to use Cherryz. It's a bit like toilet paper. Go to the supermarket, do not remember any toilet paper till I go home, and I'm like, we've got no toilet paper. It happens to me all the time. I've needed a new foot file for months and months and months and months, and it's just not something I ever think about. Like, it's not something I'm going to buy when I'm shopping for makeup, which would be technically where I would get those things from. It's not something I think about when I'm in the supermarket, which is also somewhere I could buy it from. But it's something that as I was browsing on Cherryz, I saw it and was like, I needed this. Just another reason. Same with dry shampoo, with things I forget to buy. Also, just remembering, I did put dry shampoo on my hair this morning and forgot to brush it out. I just put my hair up. I ever filmed a video like this. Does it look ghostly? I don't know. We're just gonna have to live with that at this point. But this is probably my favorite one now. I used to love the tropical one, super, super strong coconut fragrance. I think the blush one is my favorite now, which is, you know, things change. Couple more washing up liquids. What have you got a favorite fragrance of washing up liquid? Because this reminds me of being a child. I think it's partly the fairy liquid, because apple is it. It's everything. It's partly the fairy liquid, but did Johnson's used to do kids shampoo that was apple? You know, like No More Tears? Because the fragrance of this is like, whew, I feel 8. It's crazy. Oh, another snap. After I said that I didn't like sweet things, I did buy these for myself. Pink Panther wafers. The only problem with these is they're so messy. So messy, so you have to put them in a box immediately. As soon as you open these, it's just like a pile of pink crumbs. I got a couple of, oh, there's not very much left to talk about. Okay, we're nearly done. Got a couple of like homey type things. One is this Amber and Bergamot Fragrance Room Spray. I love amber, I love bergamot. I liked the colour of this. I thought it would look quite nice in the living room. Oh, it's nice. Oh, it reminds me of something. Talk about nostalgia. Might have sprayed those a little bit on the plants. Oh, it reminds me of like a bubble bath from when I was a kid. I really like that. Also made me a little bit lightheaded, spraying quite a lot of it quite close to my face. Warm, but fresh. Nice bottle. Nice like frosted. Right. I also bought these, quite into burning, we're calling these dinner candles. These dinner candles? Burning long candles, tall candles, instead of like tea lights or whatever. It's quite atmospheric. It's quite a cute thing. So I got a few of these. They're just kind of like twisted and they're black. And there's white, I think they had just white ones as well. And then the last thing I think it is, the last thing that I got for Lee. Because for Christmas, he bought for his dad and stepmom snuddies. Are they called snuddies? These. And I bought him a really nice dressing gown for his birthday, which he never wears. And I've decided that I'm going to start wearing it. And he said to me after Christmas, do you know, I think one of those snuddies would probably suit me because it's just like on top of you, but it's not on the bottom half. I was like, noted. So I've got him a snuddy. Shall I try it on? I'll try it on for you. I'll show you what it's like. I think this is, I feel like there was only one size. They did like a kids maybe and an adults. Oh my God. This is like, I've never tried one of these on, I'm realizing now. The kids have both got them. But I've never actually tried one on. Where have I been? Oh wow. I honestly thought this would feel like really baggy. It doesn't at all. I feel like you're all watching this like obvious, like you've all tried them on. It's on me, like it feels, although it's really big, it's on me. It also feels like it's hugging me. How do they do this? Well, I might need one of these for myself as well. That's it, that's everything I got in this month's Cherryz haul. Don't forget, if you've never used the site or the app before, MV25 will get you 25% off your first order. I think it's over £20, but also, you know, there's obviously an end date for that. And if you've used them before, you can use MV free for free shipping on your next order, again, within the times. I'll leave them on screen for you. But thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time.